That was easy. That was easy. That was easy. That was easy. That was easy.
It's been a busy day again, but I think it's been a productive day. I did spend a lot of it in bed, but I was really looking at a lot of things that were going on. So, I was looking at a lot of things that were going on. What does that even mean? This is cog fog. I was looking at a lot of things while I was lying down for the projects that I have going on. There. That's more clear. I'm still struggling with it, but it's what it is, you know. You have to just, I'm kind of okay as long as I'm just thinking and making notes, but getting the information from inside my head out of my mouth is an issue, which is interesting because I've always had that issue. In my learning disabilities, that was always one of my issues. I just used to be very good verbally, and I cannot tell you how much this particular part of my MS stinks. Yes, I would have used another word, but it really stinks because I used to be so very articulate, and I can't even, I can't do it. I can't do it. My brain won't let me. My mouth won't let me do the enunciation the way I need to do it. It's just, and for those people that thought that I should not give up the opera singing, this is one of the reasons why I can't keep up with it. It was never going to end, and it would just have been taken something that I absolutely loved and made it so much work that it just would have become something I didn't love anymore, and I wasn't willing to do that. I just wasn't. So anyway, let's move on to a better subject. I had a lot of forward motion in my plans for the clothing line that I'm designing for seniors. And I knew that I was trying to do drawings, but then when I stepped back today and looked to see what I needed to do, I found out that I needed some things before I did that. And one of those things is called I think it's, yeah, croquis. And it is basically a drawing of a body, like a doll, you know. And they use these in high fashion and low fashion. I am going to, excuse me, I am going to be using them to design the clothing because, but I also found on YouTube, I found some really great advice on how to draw them, but the renderings were for high fashion, and that's not what I'm doing. So I did a little bit more research, and I found a website, or an app actually, that will let you plug in your, it's really wonderful. I'll have to put the name of it up here because I can't remember it at the moment. But you put in your measurements, your exact measurements, and I mean they take exact measurements. They want the upper bust, the over the largest part of the bust, and then under the bust measurements. It wants all sorts of measurements, just like a costumer would take. So like neck to waist, things like that, all of that stuff. And anyway, and then what it does is it gives you a rendering of what that should look like. and then you can, excuse me, then you can build your drawings on that. So I've got 2 people that I'm doing this for. I'm doing this for my friend in Ohio, who I just was seeing, and her mother is in a nursing home. So I'm going to build her some things. And then I am also going to build some, of course, for my mother. And I'm trying to decide what all of those are. I think the ones that I'm going to build for my friend's mom, her mom has had a stroke, so she's not as mobile. So she needs something. I'm going to have. Okay, I had to cut that out because I said my friend's name, and I try not to do that on here. So I'm sorry about that. So I'm going to have to ask my friend how warm it is at the nursing home. Sometimes it's really hot, so you wouldn't want to give them something too warm, or they'd just be like, I want this off. But if she's not moving around much, she might be chilly. So I need to ask some of those kinds of questions. But I have a really good idea about what I want to do. Her mom is in a wheelchair a lot because of her stroke. So a lap blanket to match her outfit, yada, 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 yada. So anyway, excuse me. So I'm going to have to check that to make sure I didn't say her name. So anyway, but I made a lot of forward motion. I mean, like, I found how to render the drawings, and then I thought, that isn't exactly what I need. And then I immediately found what I needed to do. So that's great. So I spent a lot of time actually poking around on the computer, actually my phone, right? On the computer, though, on the internet, to see what it was that I was going to be doing with that. So anyway, so I got a lot done. I didn't get any drawings done, and I'm sorry about that, but I figured out that I have to do this step first. So I'm going to be getting measurements from my mom, and then, because I thought if I went through it first with my mom, then it would be easier for me to tell my friend how and what. Excuse me. And how and what she needs to take measurements of. So anyway, that's about it. So I hope you guys are good. Take care of yourself and take care of each other.